You know, in today's digital world, if I asked you what your business's most valuable asset is, what would you say? Your storefront? Maybe your inventory? Well, it might just be something you can't even touch. It's your digital reputation, and it is quietly driving your success or your failure. Okay, so here's a question I bet keeps a lot of business owners up at night. You know you offer a great service, right? But you log on to Google, and there they are, your competitor, sitting right above you in the search results. It is so frustrating, but the answer is actually more straightforward than you might think, and it has everything to do with what your customers are saying about you online. So, the key to figuring this all out, it actually lies in a concept that's as old as business itself, just with a modern twist. We're talking about word of mouth, but in the 21st century, it's got a new name and an exponentially larger audience.
This is where reputation management comes in. And listen, the most important word here is proactive. This isn't about just sitting back and passively waiting for reviews to maybe come in. No, this is an active business strategy. It's a whole process of asking for feedback, managing what people are saying, and responding to it. Why? All to build the trust that ultimately drives your bottom line.
I mean, just stop and think about how incredibly powerful this new word of mouth really is. We're at a point where customers trust the opinions of complete strangers online almost as much as a personal recommendation from a close friend. That is a massive shift in how trust is built, and it's all happening right there on Google's search results page. All right, so this brings us to the million-dollar question, right? How does all of this actually connect back to Google? Let's pull back the curtain a little, because Google isn't just a passive observer here. Oh no, it's actively measuring how you handle your reputation. Look, Google is super clear about this. You can't pay for better organic rankings. It just doesn't work that way. Instead, its algorithm focuses on three main things. Now, relevance and distance, they're pretty self-explanatory. But that third one, prominence, that's where you have an immense amount of control. Prominence is basically just how well-known your business is, and Google relies heavily on your review count and your ratings to figure that out. But here's the real kicker. It's not just a numbers game of who has the most reviews. Google's #1 priority is user experience. It wants to send people to businesses that are active, that are engaged, and that are responsive. So it's not just watching if you get reviews, it's measuring how quickly and consistently you respond to them. And believe me, Google is dead serious about this. Just take their messaging kill switch. Let's say you enabled direct messaging, which is great, but then you repeatedly fail to reply within 24 hours. Well, Google will just turn the feature off. Poof! They will literally remove a way for customers to contact you, all because a slow response creates a bad user experience. And this isn't just some little slap on the wrist. Your response speed has direct consequences, whether you're paying for ads or focusing on organic search. For paid ads, slow responses mean your ad rank drops and your costs go up. For your free business profile, it means lower visibility and disabled features. The takeaway? On Google, speed is currency. Okay, so now let's translate all these ranking factors and algorithms into what really matters, dollars and cents. Because the financial impact of ignoring your online reputation, it's absolutely staggering.
Just let this number sink in for a second. Research shows that a single, unresolved negative review can drive away up to 22% of your potential customers. That's right, one bad comment, just left there unanswered, can have a truly devastating impact. But on the flip side, the opportunity is absolutely massive. Businesses that proactively build up a higher volume of positive reviews can see as much as 54% more revenue than their lower-rated competitors. This isn't just about avoiding the negative, it's about embracing the positive. And you know what? Even small improvements matter a ton. A Harvard Business School study found that just a 1-star improvement in your average rating can directly increase your revenue by 5 to 9%. That's huge for just 1 star. And this chart just lays it out so perfectly. Moving from a 3-star to a 4-star rating, that's not just a vanity metric, it's a tangible revenue boost. And moving up to 5 stars boosts it even further. Each star really does represent a significant step up in trust, and because of that, a step up in sales. But here's the catch. Your reputation has a shelf life. A great review from 2 years ago, it doesn't carry much weight today. In fact, nearly 3/4 of consumers just disregard reviews that are more than a month old. This means reputation management isn't a one-and-done project. It is an ongoing, constant process. So, if your reputation requires this constant, ongoing effort, it really brings us back full circle to that first question we asked. In an economy that's built on trust, what is your most valuable asset? The answer, when you think about it, is pretty clear. Your online reputation is a true business asset. But here's the cool part.
Unlike a piece of equipment that depreciates over time, a strong reputation appreciates. It actually compounds, building a competitive advantage, a moat around your business that becomes incredibly difficult for anyone else to replicate.
So, the final thought I really want to leave you with is this. Given that your online reputation influences your visibility, your customer trust, and your revenue more than almost anything else, are you actively and strategically managing it like the incredibly valuable asset that it is?